Hello, everyone. Hmm. So I decided to just jump on live randomly, and we will see. Someone popped on. Yeah, I just felt like getting online with you guys and answering questions. Ooh, you're coming on. Say hello in the chat so I know you're here. Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Yeah. So I'm just here randomly. I just felt the urge to get online with all of you and answer your questions, whatever questions you have. So feel free to start leaving those in the chat box. And I'm so happy all of you are here. Look at you. You popped on fast. I like that. Yeah, I'm just here in Austin, Texas. I'm drinking my coffee and I'm available to talk about whatever you want to talk about. How is everyone? What's going on? What's going on in your worlds? I'd love to hear. This live thing's so interesting because I obviously can't hear any of you, but I can read your messages. So it's a little bit like a one-way conversation. Okay, let's see what people are asking. Everyone can hear me okay? I'm assuming you can. I'm not gonna go like, I'm gonna pick and choose some questions. Can I do a self-love meditation? I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So I'm thinking about creating one of those. I don't know what it means, how to live in the end after years. I don't know what that means. You live in the end by living in the end. It really doesn't matter the timeline. How do we manifest business success? Well, how do you think we manifest business success? Depends what your business is, but you manifest it by embodying the felt experience of already being successful, right? So of having a lot of business come in, having a lot of money come in, you feel yourself as the person that is successful. You take on the knowing that you already are that person that is successful. And as you do that, you manifest the same out there, right? So you develop your self-concept to be a person who is successful. You just know that you're successful. That's how I do it. I hope that makes sense. I know it actually does make sense. I hope it makes sense to you. Let's see. How to tackle a scarcity mindset. I struggle with my current circumstances and living in the end. It feels conflicting times. What are some ways to tackle that scarcity mindset? It's kind of a general question. It's practice. You got to like make internal contact with what the end result is. So there's a felt experience or a felt experience inside of you of what the end result is. Sometimes we have to take the time, often, to land in what that feels like. Don't try to rush that part of the process. So what I'm saying is, if the result, I'm sure a lot of people want to know about manifesting a relationship or a specific person. If the end result is being in a relationship with that specific person, You have to really take the time to like land in the feeling of what it would be like to be in a relationship with that person. You know, don't rush that part. If you're like kind of feeling what it would be like to be in a relationship, but you don't really know, keep practicing, and internally in your imaginal world, in your inner world, keep playing what it feel like to be in a relationship with that person. Being in a relationship in your inner world, that's the end result. And once you land in that feeling, once you land in it, you're like, oh, okay. Often, and I'm going to be releasing a video about this soon, maybe tomorrow, but like often people are not going deep enough to the meditative space deep within to feel the end result. And that's how you're going to, yeah, you're going to like steady your imaginal act or steady your experience of living in the end. I hope that makes sense. That was for G Lady CR. Let's see. Shelly, I've been watching your videos since the last 2 months. I want to manifest my SP girlfriend back. I don't know what she is doing, whether she's with someone else or not. Okay. That's not really a question, but keep watching my videos and they'll teach you exactly what to do. Oh, this is a good one. Rita. Hi, Shelly. How do you let go of anger and resentment towards people and your specific person? Much of your inner experience is concentrating on what happened in the past. You know, we feel anger towards people when we're ruminating on ways that they hurt us or when we're ruminating on the past. And so you have to bring your thought process into the present moment and into what you are creating rather than the past. That's one thing to do. Second thing to do, or another thing to do, is you also have to realize that people are your creation. So any way that someone else has hurt you, they can only hurt you because you've created them to be that way. Like no one is separate from your belief system of who they are and your expectations and assumptions of who they are. So if someone has hurt you, you have to remember that's your creation. And when you're like, okay, well, I created them to be that way, it's kind of hard to be mad at them. It's only when you think they're a separate person that you can really be mad at them. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, Rita. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is a beautiful one. Hey, Joy. General beliefs are you keeping during these uncertain times? That would be helpful. Well, that's a very beautiful question. You know, my beliefs haven't changed too much during what's happening in our current world. And I'm paying attention to what's happening. I'm not paying attention to it, but I do have an integrated knowing that I am that I'm safe no matter what. Like that I've carried that with me for years. And it's just a deep felt experience that I'm safe, that the people I love are safe, that everything is okay. Actually, my video today spoke about this. The video today that I launched today, it's about how to know that nothing's actually wrong. Now, the reason I'm able to have that belief system is I truly am, I would say, more identified with my spiritual nature than I am being a separate human being that is powerless towards everything around me. Like I don't experience self that way. I'm not experience my essence, my infinite nature as the truth. And I know that no matter what, I'm okay. And that doesn't actually even mean this physical body is okay. It just means that I am I'm infinite. I'm source. And so in the truth of that, nothing could ever be wrong. And that's just a very deep knowing I've developed through my own spiritual awakening, and then practicing just knowing myself as that infinite being. So I hope that is helpful, Joy. Beautiful question. Let's see. Caesar. I always use gratitude for someday. I used to be positive, but I am unable to be positive when are negative. What do you do? Well, your surroundings are you pushed out. So you can't be super positive and have like really negative surroundings, because your surroundings are you. You're creating everything. So the only reason you have negative surroundings is because you expect that. And so you have to change your expectations to you're surrounded by positivity, whatever that means. Maria, just drinking my coffee while I talk to you guys. I slept in today. I like woke up really late. And I was like, what's going on? Why? I usually wake up very early, and today I woke up super late. So I'm drinking my coffee kind of late. Maria, I've just ended a 1-year friendship because I felt like they never cared about me, and I've tried to make them care for me, and it never happened. Okay, well, I see a problem with that, but I'll keep reading. What can I do for them to reach out and care for me? Well, first of all, try to make someone care for you. The only way we would try to make something happen, and I have a video on this. You should check out my video. Just YouTube, Google me, Shelley Bullard trying. There's a video on me speaking specifically about trying. We only try to make something happen when we don't believe it is happening or will happen. And I want you all to like really drop in and feel this with me. This is a very important lesson in manifesting. If you're trying to make something happen, I'm going to tell a personal story about this. If you're trying to make something happen, the essence of I'm trying to make something happen, I need to make this happen. The essence underneath that is it hasn't happened. It's not happening. So you are living in the end result of it not happening. Therefore, trying to do something is going to produce results that you don't want. It's going to produce more of it's not happening. I have a personal story about this. My ex-boyfriend used to say to me, I want to try to make us work. I want us to try to make this work. And that always like did not sit well with me, because I was like, either it works or it doesn't work. There's no trying to make this work. Like, we're not going to try to make it work. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. And it's either in one of those two positions. There is no trying. Also, one of my favorite quotes is the Yoda quote from Star Wars, which is, do or do not, there is no try. You either know that it's happening or you don't. There's no trying. So look up that video. I'm going to scroll down because I don't want to like neglect people at the bottom as well. I'm not going to go fully in order. Hi, Shelley, new subby here. That's so cute. Teresa, I keep persisting on me and my SP in a healthy relationship, but as much as I persist in the assumption, my 3D keeps showing up less and less communicatives. There's some sort of lack in your something's going on internally. If you believe in manifesting, then it's actually like a very reliable equation, us manifesting our reality. It's not that it works sometimes and doesn't work other times. It's always happening. You are always manifesting everything in your reality. And so you need to switch up I would switch up what you're doing. Like, something in what you're doing isn't quite hitting the mark. So maybe you need to, I don't know exactly what techniques that you are doing, but you need to switch up your inner experience and essentially keep it simple. Like, keep it simple. Just, you don't have to think up. I'm not a super imaginal scene person, as you guys know. I don't like repeat scenes over and over again. That's not how I manifest. Essentially, the basic core of how I manifest is I develop a deep yet somewhat general self-concept that just feels consistently that the end result has happened. So if I were manifesting a relationship, whether it's a specific person or not, I would deeply feel that I'm already in that relationship, that that has already happened, and I'd move about my day feeling that the relationship has happened. I wouldn't be necessarily imagining all these crazy scenes or whatever. You can, it's great if it helps you get in the end result, but all of that dropping you into the end result. So just if you can create a consistent inner feeling that you're in a relationship with this person all the time, if you can create a consistent inner feeling that this person is showering you with love, that's all you have to do. And you just move about your life as if that's already happening. Okay? Let's see. Yes. Okay. High vibes. Shelley, does it come a time when you are basically in a constant state of inner peace and knowing, regardless of the circumstances? Yes. I already kind of talked about that a little bit, but yeah, I basically live there. It's not to say that I don't have times of fear, uncertainty, but yeah, for the most part, I live there, and that's because I'm mostly identified with knowing that everything is okay. Again, my video today kind of talks about that. So it's really about a knowing, like I'm deeply, deeply connected and identified with infinite nature. That my infinite self, my God self, is a very familiar felt experience. It's not conceptual for me. When you're infinite, when you know that you literally are source, it's hard to get rattled by life. It's just the honest truth. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, so many. Okay, sorry, I'm like pausing and reading. Talia, I see you a lot on my page. Thank you for always being here. Shelley, hi, so happy to catch you live. When you say that in doubt you go and feel it in your chest, what is the feeling you feel? Some scene with your man or something general? You kids, you guys see me. I'm always pointing right here, right? So it's actually, well, it can be both. The basis of manifesting is that felt, like I would say the ultimate living in the end experience is the felt experience of everything is okay in this moment. Like, and that's a, sorry, I'm trailing. I'm like trailing off a little bit, but okay. So it's a general felt experience within that everything is okay. Once you land in that inner felt experience that everything is okay, then you can get into I'm wanted and loved by my man. You know, I do this with my man all the time. I'm in a relationship. I've already developed like a very strong belief system that he is that way. And so I receive consistent manifestations that he is that way. But I am constantly manifesting him to shower me with love because that's what I want to receive. So when I'm deep in my imaginal space, I feel my man coming to me and showering me with love. And that's how I consistently receive him. That's how I manifested a man who showers me with love. And that's how I consistently, now that we're in a relationship, receive that from him. And it's like, I feel my man showering me with love. I feel him even hugging me right now, but I can feel him hugging me, holding me, cuddling me, doing all the things I want. That's how I continuously manifest it. So it's all the same thing. You just feel the thing you want to be feeling right now in your imaginal world. So simple, right? Hey, from Texas. That was Fazzy. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at more. L. Bloggy. Shelly, how can general specific person subconscious program manifest to your actual specific? I bought your course, but I wonder, I don't get it. I don't understand that question. I think you're saying like essentially what you're supposed to do with my program. People are loving that. That's my number one course right now. It's the Program Your Subconscious Mind to Manifest Your Specific Person. I mean, so many people, maybe 1,000 people have bought that course already. Like it's a very popular course, and I'm so happy because truthfully the feedback I get from that course is phenomenal. So for anyone who has that course, it's how to program your subconscious mind to manifest your specific person. When you are listening to those meditations, thinking of some random person, be thinking of your specific person as you are as you're listening. So in the manifestations, in the meditations, I use the language specific person because I needed to make it for the people, right? I couldn't say George, I couldn't say a name. But when you're listening to the meditations, be thinking of your specific person. Don't be thinking of a general person. I hope that makes sense. And I'm glad you guys are loving that course. It's a really beautiful course. My other favorite course is How to Be Claimed, Cherished, Wanted, and Adored. And I'm getting a lot of great feedback from you guys from that course too. It's like, that's my favorite created. It's like the cornerstone of how I've created and manifested incredibly loving and beautiful relationship. So I love that course. All right, continuing on. Wolf and let's be committed. Ignore the 3D. I know I am. Okay. I don't quite understand that, but yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Okay. 6957. After 20-year marriage and his affair, no contact for 1.5 years. How to live in the end when I don't remember his voice, smells anymore. It's been so long and I want it to end, but we are perfect together. This is a big question, and I get it a lot. It's not about memory. Living in the memory, we manifest things that we've never had all the time. And so essentially, if you're asking that question, you're really pretty saturated in like, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. You have to develop your imagination, your inner world, your inner realm, your ability to go within and pretend and feel what it would be like to be with your husband or to be with anyone for that matter. It's a inner experience, okay? So it's not a memory. Sometimes, if you have a memory of you and your specific person, and that's a way for you to access the felt experience of you being together, wonderful. Memory is an easy way. It's a wonderful way, and it's an easy way to access your inner experience of being with this person. And so anyone who can enter into a memory of being with your specific person and use that to create an imaginal act, that's wonderful. However, if you can't access memory, that's fine. People manifest people they've never met all the time, so they obviously don't have memories of them. And the way that you do this is by, so it's memory. So again, I should do a video on this. Memory is a great way to access your imaginal act, but it's not, if you don't have memories, that is totally fine. You just go within and you create an imaginal scene of what it would feel like to be with this person. Okay, let's see. There was one up here that I wanted to get. Ooh, this is a good one. Nova. A sink. I've been living in the end for more than a year and I'm completely okay the way I am. But if all you say is true, why still can't I receive anything? Is it because of the right time? I don't really believe in right timing. And I also don't believe that manifestations take that long. I differ than other people. A lot of people maybe talk about, I um, yeah, even Neville spoke about particular particular manifestations taking a long time for people. My opinion differs a little bit. Um, I don't know, like, really where he landed on timing, but my opinion is, like, if you really, really are deeply believing that something is true, you're going to start receiving evidence of it being true almost immediately, basically immediately. My belief system is that it's a very fast transaction. Maybe that's just my belief system, and so that's how it works. So I don't really believe in divine timing, and I also don't believe that you should be waiting for a manifest. Like, if you believe something is true, you receive evidence immediately. Um, I have plenty of beliefs myself that I believe are true, and I receive I don't wait on them. I don't wait on outward confirmation. So one of the beliefs, this is like, I don't know how this is going to sound, but I have a belief that I'm beautiful. Ever since I've developed a belief that I was beautiful, I receive constant confirmation that it's true. People tell me I'm beautiful. People will say things to me, whatever it is. And so I'm not like having the belief and then waiting for confirmation. No. Once the belief is there, which is the end, the confirmation comes pretty quickly. So the belief of I am beautiful and the belief of I am with my specific person, there's no difference between those beliefs. Actually, the only difference is your own belief about those two beliefs. So we shouldn't be waiting for manifestations, not a long time. I'm not saying that your whole manifestation is going to come all at once, but you are going to start to receive some sort of evidence and confirmation that it's going to come. So waiting years and I don't feel that that is necessary. And to me, what it indicates is a deeper experience of living in the end needs to happen. And when that does happen, you're going to start to receive more and more confirmation. Okay. I'm going to keep drinking my coffee. I love coffee. Do you guys love coffee? And I have tea waiting for me when my coffee's done. I love hot drinks. I don't know about the whispering technique, Duncan. What do you think about the whispering technique? I would love to hear what that is. Maybe I'm going to get, all these comments are going to get lost though. Duncan, if you could leave that comment on a video so I can see what is the whispering technique. Tell me. How many times at Brittany Brower? How many times a day should we be living in the end? Can you give specific examples of things we tell ourselves, like an affirmation? You should be living in the end as much as possible, so much so that you know that it's already true, so you don't ever pop out of that end result. So for example, I'll use the example of how I did it with my manifesting my new relationship. It wasn't like I was, okay, I say 80% of the time, this is what I tell my clients, 80% of the time you should be in the end result that's already true. So when I manifested my current relationship, it wasn't like it's to say feel like I was not in a relationship. So let me describe this for you guys. When I was manifesting my current relationship, I would wake up and in my imaginal experience, in my inner world, I would feel my man holding me in my bed as we would wake up. Now I was alone in my bed, but I would feel my man. Then as I'd walk to go get my morning coffee, as I do every day, I would, create some sort of imaginal experience very naturally of like just feeling my man, feeling who he was and how he was with me. And I would spend not 80% of my day about being in a relationship with him. That's not what I mean when I say 80% relationship. 80% of that time be I'm in a relationship rather than I'm not. Okay? So essentially you want to develop the deep self-concept that feels I'm in a relationship. And you want to be in that consistently throughout your day. And of course, sometimes you're going to pop in and out of I'm in a relationship. That's very normal. But essentially, you want to consistently, as much as possible, be feeling like you're in a relationship with him or her. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Ellie, I see you on my channel a lot. Thank you. Here, Shelly, why is my 3D showing the opposite? How much I'm feeling the end of my manifestation? I don't know. You have to really be honest with yourself about how much you're in the end result versus not in the end result. I think a lot of people maybe aren't tracking how much time they're spending in the opposite of the end result. Like if you're watch my video. I should make a playlist about why you're not with your specific person. Like if you're spending ample time in it's not here, it's not here, you're manifesting that. So you have to really pay attention to what's going on in your inner world. Really, really, really pay attention. And if you are consistently, daily thinking it's not here, you're going to keep manifesting that. I'm going to keep scrolling. Sorry, I'm like getting distracted by so many questions. Okay, I'm going to scroll back. Hello. So my specific person came back. Saloni, I see you on my channel a lot. Thank you for being here. My specific person came back. That's wonderful news, but now he's not replying. like let him come all the way to you. How do I manifest him texting and calling me first? Don't text him. Let the whole end result come to you. I actually was talking to a client about this yesterday, and what we landed in was like, what can happen is your person can come in but they just give you like a little bit. Don't, okay, it's going to be different for everyone. However, a good way to deal with this is just keep living in the end result, but let them come all the way in the sense that keep imagining and feeling they're going to come all the way in. They're going to ask me out. They're going to move. I always teach my clients this. You feel that person coming towards you. They're coming towards you. And if they come in with a little bit, don't stop that imaginal experience of like, they're towards me. They're coming towards me. They're coming towards me. Just keep in the true end result. I think what happens is people like that. It starts to trickle in the end result, which is beautiful. It says it's working, but then they're like kind of freak out or like, just like, oh my God, it's here. You got to stay in the end result. You need to hold steady for your whole manifestation to come in. Okay, not just a little bit. You want the whole manifestation to come in. So keep living in that end result. And don't be like fully. I mean, again, it's going to be different for everyone, but don't necessarily be fully available when that little trickle comes in. Don't be fully available until like the full thing comes in, where that person is like really doing all the things that you want them to do. I hope that makes sense. Ooh, okay, let's see. Sydney, what are good examples of an N if my SP is an X and we're not in contact? He's going to contact saying, I don't know, you're in a relationship with them. That's the end result. Can you guys hear that? You probably can. Someone's cutting down a tree. How to develop infinite love energy. Gararv. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. But also, I don't like how you're posting the same question over and over again. Do that. That would be wonderful. Let's see. How to develop infinite love energy. You develop it by deep meditation on your infinite nature within. That's a very still and silent experience. I think I talk about that in my video that I posted. You guys can check that out. Shelly, how can we get rid of the thoughts of a third party if the third party's name keeps popping up in the mind when I'm practicing? Oh, I lost your question. Living in the end with my ex. You have to distract yourself and start kind of replacing needs to pop up for you. You keep putting energy and attention towards it. I talked about this with me and the number 44, and it seems silly. I still do see the number 44, but actually I have unmanifested that number out of my reality quite a bit. I should do a video on unmanifesting. So you have to, essentially what you give your attention to is what continues to arise in your reality. And so the only reason a third party's name continues to arise is you keep giving your attention to it. There's only one way to deal with this, and it's just don't give it as much of attention as you possibly can. So if a third party's name keeps popping up, distract yourself and start paying attention. Have something else that you pay attention to, or that you direct yourself to thinking to immediately when the third party's name pops up. A good thing is if you're one thing you could do if you're manifesting a specific person is have an anchor. If third party's name pops up, have an anchor thought you go directly to, and that is, no, we're together. I feel him and I together, and you imagine you feel it. So you just redirect as much. Grateful heart. Everything is okay in my life, seriously, but how to feel deep self-love no matter what, and why sometimes it is easier than other days. Thank you for answering our question. Everything is okay in my life. Deep self-love, it comes from your connection to your spiritual nature, your infinite self. And the way you develop that is just, for me, it's always been a very personal, solo, quiet, meditative, inner connection to my own infinite nature. It doesn't involve my mind. It involves a deep felt experience of being profoundly whole in every moment. Okay, and the way you can feel that, and you can access the felt experience through them. I'm one of those people. You may not always feel that in me, but sometimes you're going to feel me in a deep felt experience of embodied peace. And when you feel me in that felt experience of embodied peace, that literally everything is okay, then you can access that felt experience in yourself as well. I just have to check something online real quick. Keep leaving questions, but I need to pull up something online real quick just to make sure. I hope that made sense about that's nature, and really that's the ultimate living in the end. When you learn how to access that, you are seriously good to go. Okay. I just had to double check my schedule. We're good. Okay. Oh, this is great. Sunny sunshine. Why does the wrong person always contact me when I'm trying to manifest someone else? You have a block to the person that you're trying to manifest. This is what's likely. You have a block to the person you're trying to manifest, and So you are properly impressing your subconscious mind with the end result, but it's coming through other people because not yet, like your your belief system does not yet fully believe potentially that you're going to receive that from your specific person. You are on the right track though. Keep doing what you're doing, and just you're doing it. It's actually evidence that you're doing the right thing. If you're receiving treatment from other people that you want to receive from your specific person, you're doing a really good job of impressing your subconscious mind. Keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. Okay, Sunny? I want more coffee. Okay. Okay. I'm going to answer a few more questions. I get tired on these lives. It's a lot of talking. It's so interesting to me to receive a question like this. So I'm gonna, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna answer it, although one more time, I don't love when people are asking questions over and over again, but it's okay. Okay. I'm going to answer it. There's two questions here. First one, Debra Shri Gosh. Hi, Shelley. What scene depicts end result of having frequent communication with my specific person? Please read my question. Okay. I want to answer this question, but in a different way. It's interesting to me to be asked a question, what scene depicts the end result of having frequent communication with my specific person? The end result you want to receive is having frequent communication with my specific person. So this shouldn't really be a question because that's the end result, right? So you know the end result, frequent communication with my specific person. So that's the answer. So it doesn't actually need to have a question. Unfortunately, you not knowing the answer to that question is keeping you in the end result of not doing that. Like, you need to know that you know what the answer to that question is. It shouldn't even be a question. What is a scene of depicts the end result of having frequent communication with my specific person? You go within, you feel your person reaching out to you. Oh, they reach out to me all the time. Oh, they always reach out to me. But unfortunately, like, even asking that question is keeping you in the opposite of what you want. You should know the answer to that question, and you shouldn't have to. And it's important to know that, because you asking questions like that, it's keeping you from what you want. You need to know that you're more masterful at this and recognize, okay, my end result is this. I want frequent communication. Okay, that's the end result. All right, let me go within and feel that is the end result, and just feel them reaching out to you all the time. If you do that, you're going to get what you want. Not by asking me constantly, how do I do this? Okay, I just have to say that. Lauren, I want to manifest marriage with my SP. Do I go straight to the visualization of marriage, or do small steps like relationship first, then marriage? My style is to do all of the above. So I would say the second part of your question is what I would do. Small steps like a relationship, then marriage. I like to develop whole felt experience of being already in the relationship, and then you can also imagine marriage. You can also imagine going on vacation. You can also imagine them proposing to you. You can also imagine having kids with them. You can imagine all these different things, and you can imagine all these things in the same day. I just did a video last week about, are your end scenes conflicting with each other? And in my experience, no, you don't have to have one single end scene. I know I differ than other manifestation coaches when I talk about this. My experience and my style is you create a lot of end scenes. And to me, that creates more of a living, like a real life living in the end experience. right? So if you're feeling daily that you're in a relationship with this person, that's a true living in the end felt experience. You don't have to like hammer in, we're married, we're married, we're married, we're getting married. To me, that's like boring and it's very flat. It's a flat experience. And what I teach is you want to have a more ongoing felt experience, that you're in an ongoing relationship with this person to manifest it. Relationship feels like, I've taught this to clients too. A real relationship does not feel like we're getting married every single day. A real relationship feels like we're doing all these different things and you feel yourself in the relationship as you move about your day. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. That's how I do it. That to me is really a true living in the end experience. Just great. Do you like my jungle? Okay. Let's see. Let's see some more. How else is everyone doing? Okay, Shama, how to stop stalking my specific person. Hold on, this is a big one. How to stop stalking my specific person and not reacting to a third party when I want to see results fast. My specific person called me months ago, but I couldn't answer. And then I called back and he didn't answer. Okay, well, stalking someone's not a good approach to get what you want. I don't mean to laugh, but think about this. I mean, it's kind of serious. I don't know what level of stalking is happening. I take that actually kind of seriously. Maybe, hopefully you mean just like you're looking at them on social media, internet, like social media stalking, which is a lighter version. But yeah, stalking is a little creepy. It's not, I don't recommend that at all, just because that's kind of a creepy thing. But if you mean you're just watching them on social media, that means you are really, really, really saturated in the end result of not being in a relationship with them. We only spy on people that we feel disconnected from, that we feel like we don't know what they're doing, when we're living in the end result of not being in a relationship. So I would, if you're like social media stalking your person, I would close your social media accounts so you can't do it anymore, honestly. And then I would spend that extra time with your social media accounts closed. I would spend that extra time living in the end result, or like going into your imaginal world and feeling you two together. Because social media stalking or internet stalking, it's living in the end result of not being in a relationship. You're never going to get what you want that way. Let's see. Do you like my jungle? You liked that Queen of Creation. I feel like chatting about other things. Like, what else do you guys want to talk about? Coronavirus. Did I cause the coronavirus? Hold on. Did I cause the coronavirus when I went through the heartbreak and felt lonely? Oh. Well, in your own reality, perhaps you did. I don't really know how that works, truthfully. I don't know. And there is a collective reality. And I don't quite understand. There's something quantum going on that I know I don't quite understand. There's something going on with that. You can help to make sure the coronavirus is, I love that I'm not getting a lot of questions about that in my feed. That's interesting. It's probably because it's not present for me. It's not that present for me. It really isn't that present for me. That's probably why you guys aren't talking about it a lot. But I can talk about it right now. I mean, it's a current event that's very relevant, so we might as well talk about it, the coronavirus. I know where I'm standing internally about the coronavirus, and I'm in the United States, so I'm feeling like, oh, wow, everyone is taking social distancing seriously. That's very important. I'm so happy to see that. We're flattening the curve. This is wonderful. Like, this is going to go well for us. It's going to get better. Everyone is doing their part. That's phenomenal. That's my true belief system. That's what I'm seeing in my reality. I'm seeing people take it very seriously. I know that that means that we're all going to be okay, that this is going to be okay, that we're all working together to make sure that we're okay. So that's how I'm holding it personally, and that's what I'm seeing in my reality. So we can all do our part to just know that it's okay. Ooh, this is a good question I want to jump on. So, um, ooh, great. Two questions I like. So, anyways, that's what I'm doing about the coronavirus. I'm just feeling like, this is a big thing that happened to all of us. Again, I don't quite understand because we're clearly all having that collective reality, or maybe it's just Shelley's reality where that is happening. This is where I don't understand the intersect of realities. I don't. I do know I am responsible for my reality, entirely responsible. So, when it comes to the coronavirus, I'm just feeling like my people are okay. I know they're okay. I pray and give love. I offer love just through my heart and through my, well wishes to the entire world. I see the entire world stepping up to come together to make sure that we are safe. In terms of in the United States, I'm seeing people do their part to flatten the curve, and very proud of everyone for doing that. And I know we're going to be safe. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Two questions that I really love, Natasha and then Big Blob. So I'll start with Natasha, I think your name is. Okay. Lots of questions. What's your opinion on expectations? A great question. My opinion is what you expect to have happen will happen. So I think expectations are a wonderful way to manifest. What you expect to be true will be true. It's the same thing as a belief, or it's maybe it's like the precursor to a deep belief of something that's already happening. So if I expect to make a certain amount of money, if I really expect that, there's a belief actually. Like an expectation really is a belief. If I expect to make a certain amount of money this month, that's a belief. And it's a wonderful way to manifest. That's my answer. Big Blob asked, how can I radiate magnetic feminine energy? I'm just going to clean up my eye makeup here. How can I radiate magnetic feminine energy? Again, it's a deep inner connection to oneself. So for me, my feminine energy is very much interconnected with connection to my divinity, my divine self. And there's a softness I feel within my own body and being. And I really identify as a feminine, not only a feminine woman, but a feminine being. So I'm trying to answer this question, but essentially it's like energetic. I have a course on how to become a fully embodied feminine woman. So if you look in the comments, you will see it's a very deep dive course. It's a 6-week course that goes into developing particular flavors of feminine energy. So the feminine has lots of flavors. I think when people pick up on my feminine energy, it's probably my softness, my flow, maybe my embodied nature. So in that course, I talk about embodying the frequencies of the queen, the lover, the priestess, the warrior, the mother, the little girl. These are all flavors of feminine energy. And I've just learned to connect to these different aspects of myself. And I allow them to freely move through me. Like I allow myself to be the little girl when I am the little girl. I allow myself to feel myself as the queen. I allow myself to feel like the rebel. I allow myself to feel like the queen. I allow the lover, so That's part of my answer. Another part of my answer, I'm talking about my own personal experience with feminine energy. I have to wipe my nose. Um, what would I say? Mm, I'm also a very body-centric person. I live very deeply in my body. I do not live in my mind. And that's part of what people feel as my feminine energy. I'm not up here, like at all. I don't really use my brain for much. And that's seriously honest. My body is my knowing. I live, like my body tells me what to do. It's a very feminine way to be in the world. So a way to radiate feminine, magnetic feminine energy is feel the world through your body and your heart. That's what the feminine does. Okay, let's see. A few more. I'm almost at an hour. Do doubts and fears manifest even when you flip them with positive thoughts? Love your plants. Yes, they add so much character to the place. Do doubts and fears. I'm like spilling my drink, and it's because I get tired. This is like, I'm going to end pretty soon, guys. But okay, what was that? Doubt. If you flip a doubt and fear and you truly feel the felt experience of the flipped end result, then yes, that works to counteract a doubt or fear. So if you have a fear that pops up that says, I'm not in a relationship with my specific person. Oh man, we're not together. I hate it. I hate not being with them. And you flip it into wait. You go within. We are together. If you actually land the result, then you've done the right thing. Okay. If you don't really believe that new end result, then it hasn't really done much. I hope that makes sense. Is it okay to talk to my specific person to see how they're doing during COVID-19? Emme, well, only you can answer that question. But if you're asking it, you're not living in the end result of like, of course it is okay. You got to get to the end result first, then you make contact. I don't recommend, for most people, I don't recommend making contact because wouldn't you prefer your specific person coming to you and being like, I'm in love with you, I want you, I'm pursuing you? Someone's there. That's great. Yeah, that is, so I don't really recommend making contact. The answer is I am a Virgo. I'm a Virgo and my chart is very, very, very earthy with some fire. And I don't have hardly any water in my chart. Okay. Let's see, there's some drama going on. Let's see. I'm gonna close it up pretty soon, guys, because like I said, I just get a little tired. And I'm gonna record some videos. So how about this? I'm gonna start recording videos. I haven't recorded new videos in a little bit. So that I can see your video requests, go onto my community wall and start posting on any of my videos, some videos that I'll actually write on my community. Please post your video request below and I will start taking requests for more videos. I'm going to start recording videos. That's what I'm going to do today. And I love being here with you. Thank you all for jumping on. Gosh, there's a lot of people. It's wonderful to have you. It's so wonderful to have you. And I love doing this work with you. I really do. So I'm going to close it up now. But I'm going to start doing more live streams. I really am. And thank you all for being a part of my channel. I love having you. Make sure you continue to like and share my content so it can get out to as many people as possible. And I love you all. And stay well, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.